Calling all teams and players, get into the box. Arizona Box Lacrosse presents the Best in Box Invitational starting in June. League practices will be held to prepare for a 6-week game series sponsored by String King. Get into the box. Register today at azboxla.com. APN Video is on the air, and tonight we're coming to you from Mountain Ridge High School. It's our Arizona Lacrosse League Game of the Week, and it's a big game in terms of playoff implications as the Boulder Creek Jaguars take on the Mountain Ridge Mountain Lions. Josh Calvin leading the charge here for the Lions at midfield. Needs a big game here tonight. And the young man who led this team to a Division II state championship last year at attack, Brady Vibrance, will lead the charge here today for Derek Baller's team. Rampada, one of the top defenders on the team, number 52, very physical down near the cage. And there's Derek Baller, who is in his first year as head coach of the Mountain Ridge Lions in their first year in the Division I. On the other side, this Boulder Creek team has, I think, really come into their own this year. They are only 4-4 by way of record, but Nick Hiller's done a great job with this team, including only 3 of the 4 losses by only 1 point, and to quality teams: Desert Vista, Glendale, and South Point. They're led by Murphy Hartman, a colorful player, both on and off the field, as you can see, and Thomas Delario, one of the outstanding scorers at midfield, and the defense is anchored by Zach Krukowski. So when we come back, all the exciting play-by-play action. It's our Arizona Lacrosse League Game of the Week, and the opening face-off and the starting lineups are coming up next. Back here at Mountain Ridge High School, I guess Hillcrest Elementary more specifically. Let's give you the starting lineups first for the visiting Boulder Creek Jaguars. Armitage, Harper, and Delario make up the 3 attack. Hartman, Niemeyer, and Wortham are the 3 midfielders at defense. Hansen, Rosado, and Krukowski with Kokuzo in goal. On the other side, Brady Vibrance at attack, Lucas McMains and Michael Kale, the 3 midfielders, Wes Price and Vandeven. The defense led by Rampada, Andolina, and Martin. And in goal for Mountain Ridge, Cole Hauser, he has saved 50% of the shot against. Zachary Kokuzo for Boulder Creek, he has saved nearly that much at 48%. Opening faceoff. Boulder Creek in the all-red uniform, they're going to win it. On an outstanding ground ball that time by Murphy Hartman, one of the top players on this Boulder Creek team. And this game is underway. And already a turnover as this one goes sailing out of bounds. Max Armitage misjudged the pass, and so Mountain Ridge will have their first possession of the contest. We're just underway, no score from Mountain Ridge High School. Here's the clear, and a nice job by Jesse Martin. Martin get it, the tap into the box. Did we get a flag down on the play already? As the Lions settle into their 6-on-6. Flag down on the play. Mountain Ridge led by number 8, Caleb West. Work it over to the near side, Michael Kale, and now down to X. Well, look out for number 9 because he is a lethal scorer, no question about it. He has 39 points coming in. He is among the top 5 in scoring, depending on the action yesterday. And the first shot of the game is going to be turned away on an outstanding save, but remember, there is a flag down on the play. And it's going to go against Murphy Hartman. So Hartman will be sitting. So our first man-up situation and belongs to the Mountain Ridge Mountain Lions, so they'll be in a 6-5 advantage here in the offensive half of the field. Mountain Ridge on offense, led by Derek Baylor and the manager Ashley Vibrance. Looking to draw first blood in this contest. They're a man up. Coming off a 12-11 loss at Glendale. Here's the first or the second shot of the game, and that one goes sailing out of play, and that was Lucas McMains. Still trying to get that first goal of the game. broken up nicely. Good slide there on defense. And a big right-handed shot, no good, from the wing. And we're still scoreless here in the first. Boulder Creek coming off perhaps their best game of the season in defeating the Chaparral Firebirds 15-5. And a victory here tonight would really, I think, put Boulder Creek in a very good position playoff-wise. Of course, there is a kind of a log jam of teams vying for that number 4 spot, including Glendale. Glendale has really the track to that number 4 spot. That shot taken by Vibrance is going to be left wide, and we're still scoreless. Well, Desert Vista won Saturday, and Glendale lost, so there's a game between those two teams. Desert Vista, the number 3 seed, 7-2. Glendale 6-3, the 4 seed if it started right now. And Glendale did beat Boulder Creek. In fact, Glendale has beaten all the teams vying for that number 4 spot. You know the top 2 seeds are Sal Point and Notre Dame, both tied at 8-0. And a turnover here will give it back to the Boulder Creek Jaguars. So they are 4-4, Mountain Ridge 3-4. Mountain Ridge has had victories over Chandler, Chaparral, and Gilbert. And they got Brophy, a big game for them on Wednesday. And if Mountain Ridge can come up with a victory here tonight and find a way to beat Brophy, they're going to be looking awfully good at making the playoffs this year and maybe a fairly high seed. Boulder Creek, on the other hand, they have 3 games coming up that are all winnable games: Pinnacle, Arcadia, and Chandler. So a victory here tonight would put them at 5-4, and quite possibly if they can win out, and they could quite possibly do that, they could finish the season 8-4. And I think this is a team that is definitely could be a dark horse going into the playoffs. I really do. And they have played some really good ball here. I think they possess some of the, some of the best players in the state, and there's 2 of them right there. So Boulder Creek, Thomas Delario and Alex Harper hooking up on the first goal of the game, and it's 1-0 Boulder Creek here in the first. So we're awaiting our second face-off of the contest. My name is Jeff Lowry with APMvideo.com and our Arizona Lacrosse League Game of the Week. So they battle for the face-off, and for the second time in 2 tries, Boulder Creek is face-off champions. Zapinski on the clear. 11 ground balls, 26 points coming in. As Boulder Creek here in the first quarter leads it by a score of 1-0. Of course, the defense of Mountain Ridge going to have to step it up against this high-powered offense, mainly their midfield defense, and that was another opportunity for Harper, who has worked well without the ball on 2 occasions, but was at the doorstep but couldn't push through. Now the shot, and it's 2-0 with lightning-like quickness. Van de Ven scoring unassisted for Boulder Creek, who has bolted out to a 2-0 lead. Well, that comes 4 minutes into the contest. Stay with us at the conclusion of this game. We will have our APN Sports big play of the game, big play of the week, I should say, and we'll have interviews with the winning team. Murphy Hartman getting the job done again. And he quickly races into the offensive half, and he's found the promised land. Murphy Hartman. 3-0 in favor of Boulder Creek, and right now Mountain Ridge may need a timeout. Well, it is all about possession. We say it each and every week, and it all starts with face-off X. I guess I'm probably the biggest proponent of face-off wins. I think they're vital to a team's success. And right now, Boulder Creek owns a 3-0 lead. Murphy Hartman got the big ground ball off the last face-off win and took it to the house. And now Boulder Creek settling in 6-on-6 here after yet their 4th straight face-off win to start the contest. It is such a vital part, I think, when you are, especially when you got teams that are, well, these two teams have very similar records. I think it's one thing if a team is playing maybe an inferior team, you can lose in face-off X. It's not going to come back to haunt you. But when you got two relatively evenly matched teams, and we're just assuming that by the records of these two teams, then it becomes very important. Big right-handed shot. Got underneath that a little bit was Zapinski, 26 points coming into the season. And backing up the shot was the Mountain Ridge Mountain Lions. Brady Vibrance having an outstanding season in 7 games, 39 points on the strength of 21 goals and 18 assists. This is a guy that can facilitate the offense. He can facilitate the rock. He does a lot for this team, and he's also got 38 ground balls. He leads the team in goals, assists, points, and ground balls. And he's also got 17 face-off wins. Mountain Ridge settling in offensively, and they trail it 3-0 here in the first. Gerard looking for an outlet, and they throw it away up towards midfield. We're going to get an over and back call. That's a new rule. And now the quick start. Here's Boulder Creek. They've got the numbers, and they're going to score it. What an outstanding job as Thomas Delarosario, and the recipient of a Zapinski pass, and it's 4-0 here in the first. So Delarosario with his second point of the day. He has 1 assist on the day. And Zapinski with his first assist. 4-0 here. We're going to get a hold, and let's see who gets it. Boulder Creek has won all 5 face-offs to start this game. Halfway through quarter number 1. Hartman will clear it out. Of course, he's having an outstanding year. 27 points. Second only to Thomas Delarosario, but both Hartman and Armitage, very good goal-to-assist ratio. You like the players that are kind of close in that department. Hartman, 15 goals, 12 assists coming in. And Armitage, 8 goals, 12 assists for Boulder Creek. And Thomas Delarosario, a great shooter, has dished out 7 assists and 23 goals for 30 points to lead all Boulder Creek Jaguars. Well, they turn the ball over again. Long pass, Mountain Ridge. Can they get the clear? Caleb West gets it across the halfway point. And Hartman with a wraparound slap is going to be called for a slash. There is a yellow hanky on the field. Nash, rather Vibrance on the far side taking the shot. I think this is going to be a slash and going against Murphy Hartman. That's the second time he has sat down today. 5 minutes of penalties. He gets the automatic ejection, though you're not suspended the next game. It's not like being thrown out of the game. It's just a game suspension. And Hartman is going to be 2 minutes in already, and we're still in the first quarter, so he's got to be careful. It's a 4-0 lead here. Big story here tonight has been as Mountain Ridge comes up with a score, and it's Brady Vibrance. Well, they really needed that one. That's a man-up goal. That was the second time that they had been in the man-up, Mountain Ridge that is, and here in the first quarter they have cut the lead to 4-1. This is our 6th face-off here. So far, Boulder Creek has won the first 5. And they won another one with Hartman. So Harper comes up with it, races into the offensive half. He'll get the touch. And now Boulder Creek can settle into their offense. They lead it 4-1 here. Roughly 3 minutes left to play, maybe a little more than that. Of course, we don't have a scoreboard on the field here, so that's a guesstimation. Boulder Creek reeled off the first 4 goals, but Brady Vibrance broke that string with a big left-handed wing goal or wing shot that makes it a 4-1 contest. A lot of playoff implications on the line here. Boulder Creek has turned the ball over a couple of times, but they don't this time. And now Harper. They'll slow things down. Zapinski, good swim dodge, good face dodge. Tried to post up Delarorio as he works goal line extended right. Looking for a cutter. No one's moving right now, and get it back out to Zapinski. Boulder Creek in the all-red leads it by a score of 4-1 here in the first quarter. Thomas over to Armitage. 2 guys that can dish the rock and do it with success. Out front, get the hands free, and Harper has found the promised land. 5-1 Boulder Creek. I believe that's going to be an unassisted goal. There was a lot of steps thereafter. So a 5-1 lead here for Boulder Creek. And they have won all 7 faceoffs. This is Murphy Hartman taking the shot. His teammate, Matt Armitage, he tried to go bottom shelf with that one. And it was an outstanding save that time by the Mountain Ridge goalie, Cole Hauser. Now Zach Kokuzo is the goalie for Boulder Creek. And they're back on defense in the all-red. Boulder Creek coming in with a record of 4 wins and 4 losses. Could easily be 7-1 right now. They had 3 one-point losses to 3 teams ahead of them. Desert Vista, Glendale, and South Point. And they still have a good chance, if they can get a victory here tonight against this pesky Mountain Ridge team making the jump from Division II a year ago. They have a chance. They could go 8-4. It is not out of the realm of possibility. They'll have to get by a tough Pinnacle team. Good looking opportunity right there. Shot taken by McMains. And he rattles the back of the cage with a blistering shot to make it 5-2. So a timeout on the field. As we come back to live action, Derek Baylor trying to fire up his defending Division II champions, coming off a 12-11 loss at the hands of the Glendale Vipers last week. Is this Mountain Ridge's first face-off win of the game? It is. First half action, 5-2. So Mountain Ridge hanging tough, but they need to string a few points together. Because you know this Boulder Creek team is going to score some points. And that's the end of the first quarter of play. It's Boulder Creek 5, Mountain Ridge 2. This is the Arizona Lacrosse League Game of the Week on APN Video Sports. Calling all teams and players, get into the box. Arizona Box Lacrosse presents the Best in Box Invitational starting in June. League practices will be held to prepare for a 6-week game series sponsored by String King. Get into the box. Register today at azboxla.com. Jeff Lowry back here from Mountain Ridge High School. We're getting set for quarter number 2 in our Arizona Lacrosse League Game of the Week. It's been all Boulder Creek so far, but Mountain Ridge with a late goal by McManus. And their second straight face-off win gives them maybe new life here. They were down 4-0. Harper, Vandeven, Murphy Hartman coming off a great face-off win, getting the ground ball and then racing in for the unassisted score. And then Delarorio accounted for the first 4 goals of the game for Boulder Creek. They led 4-0. Brady Vibrance broke that 4-0 streak with a goal later in the first quarter to make it 4-1. Harper came back for Boulder Creek, finding the promised land for the second time. And then McManus, a big goal for Mountain Ridge there at the tail end of the first quarter. And right now, both teams even, 6-on-6. It is 5-2 Boulder Creek, who are coming out here in the all-red uniforms, the all-white Mountain Ridge. And it's a big game here. We continue to talk about the storyline. Boy, there's a nice check there by the Boulder Creek defenseman. And Zachary Krukowski, who may very well be an all-star at the season's end. Mountain Ridge, really a must-win situation. 8 teams will go to the playoffs, but it would be very, very difficult for them to make it, as that shot is going to be saved by Kokuzo. And the ball down the corner will be picked up by Mountain Ridge, and that's Brady Vibrance. Brady with 40 points this season. He gets the assist here. Outstanding job, Michael Kale, who was denied on that great defensive play a moment ago by Krukowski, but gets the Brady Vibrance assist here. So Kale gets his first goal of the game, and it's a new ball game at 5-3, and Mountain Ridge has scored 3 of the last 5. And this is going to be white ball here, so Mountain Ridge turning things around in face-off X, one of the areas that we were talking about. Nice clear by Liam Reed. Reed 6 points. He is 5-6 ground balls now, and now Brady Vibrance going back to work. The field general here for the Mountain Ridge Lions. High pass, throws it away. All the way up towards midfield, and this is going to be an over and back. New rule that they instilled in lacrosse this year. And now Boulder Creek on a quick restart, and the officials are going to say, hold the phone. We're going to start it back where we tell you. As I mentioned, Boulder Creek got out to a 4-0 lead to start the contest. But since then, Mountain Ridge has scored 3 of the 4 to draw within 2 at 5-3. For Boulder Creek, I think this is a pivotal game, and one of the reasons this was a late addition to our Arizona Lacrosse League Game of the Week schedule is because, yeah, I'll tell you, if Boulder Creek can come up with a win here, they just turn the ball over. And Aiden Zapinski with a nice job on the takeaway, get it back to his goalie. And now an unsettled ball out front, scoring opportunity, turned away by Hauser. What a phenomenal save by the Mountain Ridge goalie. But then they turn it right back over, but there is a flag down on the field. Boulder Creek, they're going to settle in. Not rushing the play was Aiden Zapinski. And now out of X, Armitage. As the ball hits the ground, we're going to get the call here by the official, and it looks like it's going to be an unnecessary roughness. So a 1-minute penalty. Get it in tight, top shelf. Delario finds Harper, who now has a hat trick. So that's a man-up goal, the first man-up situation that Boulder Creek has been in this ball game, and they lead it 6-3. Their largest lead of the day has been 4, when they led 4-0 and 5-1. So Delario with his 3rd point of the day, and look at Mountain Ridge after losing the first 7 face-offs. They have won 4 straight, but now they lose it. Delario battling for the ball over in the corner. The hot potato and the rock finally picked up here by Boulder Creek, but yet another penalty. No, we got a timeout. I'm sorry, a timeout. And this one will be Boulder Creek's. All right, we come back to live action here on our Arizona Lacrosse League Game of the Week. A 6-3 lead for the Boulder Creek Jaguars in the all-red, looking for more. Led by Max Armitage, who's been their top assist guy, tied with Murphy Hartman coming in. Harper back to Armitage, and the tic-toe passing pays off. Max Armitage finds Alex Harper. Or check that, that is Aiden Sapinski getting the score. Armitage with his first point of the game, his first assist, And Boulder Creek has reeled off 2 straight after giving up 3 out of 4. Face-off win, Mountain Ridge. They have won 5 straight, but trail by 4. And this match is the largest lead of the contest for Boulder Creek. So a nice job by Dylan Price. Price, their second leading scorer in 38 face-off wins this year for number 6 of the Mountain Ridge Mountain Lions in the all-white uniforms. And Price is the ball carrier here. He's got 19 ground balls, 38 face-off wins. They've got 3 guys that have double figures in face-off wins, including Craig Siegler and Brady Vibrance. Now trying to post up, goal line extended, now pulls it back out to Brady. Well, Mountain Ridge finds themselves in a must-score situation again, as we're coming to you from Northwest Phoenix and Mountain Ridge High School. Just behind the big stadium here. Second quarter action, 7-3 in favor of Mountain Ridge. I'll tell you, good job by Rosado. Good check over there. Really pinned in that Mountain Lion offensive player down in the corner. Good job. 25 is Gerard. Vibrance over on the left side of your screen looking for an opening. And Price pulls the trigger, and it was Kakuzo again. And a flag is down on the rebound. The rake shot turned away. Great job by Zach in goal. So the penalty going against the Mountain Ridge Lions. And that's going to put Boulder Creek in a man-up situation. And this is a big, big situation here. Mountain Ridge has to make a stop offensively, and they get some help from Cole Hauser, who makes the save. Tremendous job. He has saved 50% of the shots against him this year. Still in a man-up situation. Good ball rotation. Behind the back. No good. Again, it was Hauser on the save. But the ground ball belongs to Boulder Creek. Excellent job. Josh Zahner getting that ground ball, number 11 for Boulder Creek. And now the scrum begins. Boy, I'll tell you, a lot of dust out there. On a somewhat warm night, though, it's starting to cool off here in Northwest Phoenix area. We're in Glendale, Arizona. It's Mountain Ridge 3-4 by way of record. Here's Delarorio going to work. He's turned away again by Hauser. Cole Hauser has been sensational in this series. But Boulder Creek continues to hold possession, and both teams are playing even. Big shot, and a big miss there by Josh Zahner, who has 4 points this year, 3 assists, 1 goal. Boulder Creek backing up the shot. They'll restart it with Max Armitage. Here's the wing dodge. Here's Delarorio. He will not be denied this time. So the Big Dale coming up with the score, making it 8-3. This is the largest lead of the day for Boulder Creek. Unassisted goal by Delarorio, who has 2 assists, and he has 2 goals here tonight. He now has 34 points. That puts him in the top 10 in the state of Arizona. Not sure what Blake Story did. I know that Sal Point put 21 points up on the board 2 days ago against Glendale. Nate Moultrie going into today's game, 52 points to lead all scorers. Second, Jackson McKinney, his teammate at Sal Point, has 50 points. And Delarorio now with 34 with the 4 he's got here. Flag down. Let's get the call by the official. It's going against red. And I would assume that's an unnecessary roughness. And that's a 1-minute penalty. And the guilty party is Zach Krukowski. So Mountain Ridge desperately needing a goal right here, right now. They got to stop the bleeding. Boulder Creek has scored 3 straight. Harper, Zapinski, and Delarorio. After the game lead by Boulder Creek was cut to 5-3. It is now 8-3, and this is the biggest lead of the day for the team in all red, the Boulder Creek Jaguars. Vibrance thought about taking the shot, out to Price, work it around the horn. West, Caleb West, one of their top scorers, broken up nicely on the far side. Zahner Good defense there, good check. Vibrance picks up the ground ball. Trying to free up either left or right hand. He can go both left or right, like a switch hitter in baseball, and he went bottom shelf right through the legs of Kokuzo, and Vibrance has found the promised land here to get his team. That's a man-up goal. That's their second man-up goal of the day, and Mountain Ridge makes it 8-4 here in the second quarter. Brady Vibrance with an unassisted goal here. Good job on the face-off win, and that's the first one they've won in 5. Delario out of X, picks up the ground ball. He's going to be met there defensively, goes around 2 defenders, frees up the hands, he finds the back of the cage, big-time shot, and Delario is the hot hand here tonight. That is his third goal to go along with 2 assists, and the lead is back up to 5 at 9-4. That was an impressive move, a powerful move, swimming through this Mountain Ridge Lion inner defense. You cannot let Delario and Vibrance and probably most players get in a position to get a pass or get into that low crease like that just happened. So Brady Vibrance coming up with a big-time assist here. That is his second assist of the day. And it's now 9-5 as Nathan Nash scores his third goal of the season. And the scoring pace has really picked up. Here's a shot, Pipe City. That time for Alex Harper, who was looking for his 4th goal here in the first half. And Mountain Ridge, another big possession. They could cut it to 3. Vibrance with a huge ground ball and a very impressive clear. Gets it back to Nash, and again in that low crease area, you just cannot allow anybody to get down there. And Boulder Creek very fortunate. They did not get back well on that. They did not have a very good effort on the ride. They did not get back on defense, and they were fortunate enough that Mountain Ridge missed the shot at point-blank range. So that keeps it 9-5. Good double team over there on the far side. Zahner and Krukowski. An even better job holding on to it was Liam Reed, who has 6 points this year. This is Baxley. Baxley up to Price. Price out on the wing. Looking for a cutter. He had one. Dropped it. Was Michael Kale, who has 1 point here tonight. And Zahner, who has been very active in this second quarter, comes up with a big-time ground ball and the takeaway. Zapensky. Aiden came in with 26 points. He has 1 goal, 1 assist here tonight. And a 9-5 lead for the team in red, the Boulder Creek Jaguars, on our Arizona Lacrosse League Game of the Week. And they lose this one up to midfield. No over the back. That was Murphy Hartman with a tremendous play, and he'll start his dodge up top. He'll pull the trigger, and he leaves it a little wide. Good, powerful shot. Went a little too sidearm, maybe. And now Boulder Creek with Thomas Delario, who has 4 points here tonight, actually has 5 points and 35 on the season. Delario with 2 assists, has 9 assists on the year and 26 goals. Now the dodge up top. Harper with 3 goals here tonight. He pulls the trigger, goes over the top, lower right-hand corner of the goal, and he has his 4th goal of the evening. That is an unassisted goal, and it's 10-5. And again, the largest lead. This is the 4th time they have had a lead of 5, Boulder Creek. Who wants this face-off? It's still a loose ball over there, and we're going to get a whistle. And I believe this is going to be a timeout. Is this a timeout? No. They awarded the ball to Boulder Creek. I think there was interference against Mountain Ridge. Now Hartman going to work, 10-5, Boulder Creek. He's got the opening, and he goes bottom shelf. Calling all teams and players, get into the box. Arizona Box Lacrosse presents the Best in Box Invitational starting in June. League practices will be held to prepare for a 6-week game series sponsored by String King. Get into the box. Register today at azboxla.com. Heading now to the second half of this Arizona Lacrosse League game of the week, and the Boulder Creek Jaguars were very impressive offensively in that first half, putting up 11 points and take a third quarter lead of 11-5 as we get set for the start of the second half. An 11-6 advantage for Boulder Creek, including 7 for 7 to start the game in face-off X, and they're going to start the second half as Murphy Hartman, an outstanding ground ball machine, comes up with the ball. Hartman with 2 goals, number 21. Leading scorer in that first half was Harper, number 22 for Boulder Creek. He had 4 first half goals. But the points leader is Thomas Delario for Boulder Creek. 3 goals, 2 assists, 5 points. Top scorer was Brady Vibrance, who had a pair of assists and 2 goals in that first half with 4. Boulder Creek, and the big right-handed shot by Murphy Hartman, and he's coming off the field for some reason. Hopefully he wasn't shaken up. And now Boulder Creek will settle in again on their offensive side, leading it by a score of 11-5. Zahner. Here's Harper with his 4 goals here today, looking to get freed up. He turns, spins, and shoots. And a nice save that time by Cole Hauser, who has been impressive in this game at times. Now Delario. Cross pass. Sapinski, and he buries one through. Well, I'll tell you what, that was an impressive, that was an explosive shot out on the angle. Sapinski with his second goal of the contest, and it's 12-5. So number 12 coming up with a goal that has given Boulder Creek their largest lead of the game of 7. Mountain Ridge needing a face-off win desperately, cannot get it. And Sapinski, who's had a fine game here today, will clear it up to Rosado, one of the defensemen, one of the poles for Boulder Creek. And now the extra pass, and it pays off Armitage with his second assist of the day. And Harper has found the promised land for the 5th time here tonight, and it's 13-5 in favor of the Jaguars. Well, the offense just continues to motor through. An avalanche, launching an avalanche of goals here. 4 in a row for Boulder Creek. They have scored 5 of the game's last 6 points. Mountain Ridge getting the possession off face-off, and now Brady going to work. He's got 4 points. He goes with the left hand, and the save corralled by Kokuzo. Quickly outletting into the other half of the field. It's going to lead to another score. Harper to Sapinski, or check that, Armitage scoring his first goal. And credit the outlet by Kokuzo. There is a flag down on the play. Got to get a cross check, 1 minute. A 1 minute cross check, and it's going to go against Mountain Ridge and Colin Rampata. Well, I'm telling you that when you have a goalie who can outlet the ball as quickly and, more importantly, as successfully as Zach Kokuzo of Boulder Creek, it can lead to quick and easy transition points. And that's a situation where Mountain Ridge's defense has got to recognize that and get back quickly. So Boulder Creek up 14-5. This 9-point lead, their biggest. They may score again here. Delarorio turned away. Another great save by Cole Hauser. Boulder Creek closest to the ball when it goes out of bounds, gets the possession, and in this case it was Boulder Creek in the all-red uniforms. Good crowd here on hand on this beautiful Monday night. Man-up situation here. Boulder Creek has scored 5 consecutive goals in 6 of the last 7. Harper, they'll work it out of X with Armitage. And Max almost threw that one away, but backed up. Nice job over there on the far side by Zupinski. Well, Aiden's had an outstanding game. It's been a total team effort for Boulder Creek, who leads at 14-5. Thought about the shot, but Aiden pulls it back out, get it to Murphy Hartman. Hartman with 17 goals on the season. Does not have an assist here tonight. And here's the cutter. Harper had it knocked away. Good defense that time by Austin Flowers, 16. And the takeaway on the far side, but now it's going to be knocked away from Jesse Martin. And out of play it goes. Who's possession? And it's going to be white ball, so Mountain Ridge will have it, trailing 14-5 here in quarter number 3. Caleb West trying to get the clear. Here's the ride by Harper. Now triple teamed, and he got out of that fray. Good job. Good clear by Caleb West of the Mountain Ridge Mountain Lions in the all-white uniforms, as they trail by 9 and need to go on a little run here if they're going to set themselves up to be in this game in the 4th quarter. Ziegler with 10 goals this year, 10 points. Being totally harassed by Josh Zahner, who has had an outstanding game, especially starting around the 2nd quarter. And they get it in. Nice cut in the low crease cut. Lucas McMains scoring and breaking what was a 5 in a row there by Boulder Creek, and it's now 14-6. So McMain scoring his 2nd of the day. 14-6 is our score. And a face-off win for Boulder Creek. They've won 3 of the 4 to start the second half. I think I might have missed one in there. It's 3-2. 3 wins, 2 losses in face-off X for Boulder Creek here in the second half. They've won 14 and lost 8 on the game. FOW, if you look at the stats, face-off wins. And an FOS is a face-off specialist. And then sometimes you have a FOGO, that's a face-off, get off the field. Right now, an 8-point lead. Okay, that's a nice check there by Krukowski just a second ago. Mountain Ridge. I mean, they need like a 5 out of 6 run to get back into this game. They've got a long uphill climb, trailing by 8 here in the 3rd quarter. Good opportunity there. Can he free up the hands? He does. Shoots, but flag is down. And we're going to get a slash, and this is going against Boulder Creek. So that's going to put Mountain Ridge in a man-up situation. 4th time here tonight. 6-on-5 for 1 minute. Mountain Ridge has got to score here. The problem is, you know, can Mountain Ridge muster up some offense? They're going to shoot this one and score it. I'll tell you, he's got the magic one. Brady Vibrance. So Brady scores his 3rd goal of the day. He's got a couple of assists. He's got 5 points now. And it's now 14-7. The problem I was getting ready to say, even if Mountain Ridge scores 14 or 15, they have not been able to stop this potent offense. So, I mean, it's going to take an 18, 19 points for them to win this game. And that's a big face-off win, even in the second half at 3-3. Excellent ground ball that time by Caleb West. Rosado going to work on defense out of X on Michael Kale. Good check there, good stick check. Here's a shot. It's wide to the right of the goal. No good. Shot taken by Caleb West, who came in here fourth in points on this Mountain Ridge Mountain Lions team. Easy for me to say. We're in the third quarter. It's 14-7 Red. Vibrance with 5 points. Harper with 5 goals. He's got 5 points. Actually, Harper has 6 points now. He does have an assist. Tommy Delario also with 5 points in the game. He's got 2 assists and 3 goals. But it's Boulder Creek up 14-7 on our Arizona Lacrosse League Game of the Week. Brought to you by apnvideo.com. Here's the dodge and the shot. No, it was a pass to Brady. Brady did not have the angle to really get a good look at that goal, and so backing up the shot nicely was Mountain Ridge. Good hustle back there by Camden. So Mountain Ridge in possession here. They have trailed by as many as 9, but right now trailing by 7. Need to cut it to at least 5. That might have got Pipe City outside the goal area, and a nice attempt there by Caleb West. And this should give it back to Boulder Creek, and it will. And nonetheless, Lucas McMains with a good hustle play there, third on the team in scoring. And boy, what a big-time hit by Vandeven. And they're going to throw the flag here, and this will probably be an illegal body check, I would imagine. Well, I was wrong. It's a cross check. So that's a 1-minute penalty. Boulder Creek and the man up for the third time here tonight. They lead at 14-7, and they are up 6-5 here on the man-up situation. Or the Mountain Lions would be 1 man down. Well, good patience, and that's what you want to see, the battle. And Delario coming up with that ground ball. Good job. Well, he is a strong young man, no question about it. And he's got it. On the wing. Back over to Armitage, who really came alive over the last quarter and a half, and now he promptly throws it away. Good job by Flowers. And now, for some reason, Mountain Lions heave it all the way down to the other side of the field. And it's going to be picked up there by Kokuzo. He loses it. He's in trouble, and it's out of play. And the Lions will have it inside their offensive half. They'll restart with Brady Vibrance as you get a look at this crowd looking on this Monday, April 9th, 2018. The ball was thrown away, but I thought I heard a whistle. And they're going to force them to restart it at the top of the box. 14-7. Both teams are even right now. We've seen 7 penalties so far. Not play-on penalties, but technical or procedural fouls. Or personal fouls, excuse me. This one goes all the way up to midfield. Lost. That's an offsides call. Interesting. Offsides committed before the over and back, and that will give it back to the Jaguars, who lead it by 7 late stages of the third quarter. Arizona Box Lacrosse, a proud sponsor of the Arizona Lacrosse League and Ottawa University. Ottawa University, I got a phone call yesterday from them and making the announcement that they are going to have a fall lacrosse league. I didn't really get into the particulars, but They're going to be offering lacrosse at that four-year school. Delarorio missing another point here tonight on that high shot. He got some Pipe City on that one. Armitage, who looks past before shooting, like he does here, and he's got another assist. Zahner. Armitage with his third assist of the day. He's got 15 on the season, and the lead is back to 8, 15-7. What has been a high-scoring game here so far. Mountain Ridge will get the face-off win. They've won 4 of the 7 here in the third quarter of play. And here's Brady Vibrance going to work. Brady with 5 points to lead all Mountain Lions. Of course, Mountain Ridge was known for their football team in their early years. They were a school that originated in the late 90s. Steve Bellis, who won all those championships at Hamilton. Dodging, scoring. BW's done it again. He's got 6 points, 4 goals here tonight, and that makes it 15-8. Face-offs are even at 4 apiece. Murphy Hartman. Well, I'm telling you, this guy is a ground ball. He's a Hoover vacuum cleaner out there. Now Zabinski. Boulder Creek slowing things down. They own a 7-goal lead. They've led by as many as 9. Zahner, I think, has had a great game, especially from the second quarter, the last 2 quarters. Good ball rotation. This is the reason I think Boulder Creek can be very dangerous, because their stick skill level is pretty elevated, and they really work well together. This group's been together a lot, as Thomas Delarorio had the right idea, but I give a lot of credit. I know Boulder Creek has put 15 points up on the board, but Cole Hauser, I think, has been tremendous for the most part. And that's the end of the third quarter. We're heading to the fourth. This is the Arizona Lacrosse League. Boulder Creek in the red lead it 15-8. Jeff Lowry here from Mountain Ridge High School. Boulder Creek looks like they may be on their way to their 5th win in 9 tries. They have lost by 1 point to the 3 teams that are ahead of them, or 3 of the 4 teams that are ahead of them. They haven't played Notre Dame. They'll play Notre Dame next week here on this very field. And a lot of checking going on there. Good aggressive play. Ryan Niemeyer, who makes up the defense. They've done a nice job here tonight. Hansen, Rosado, Krukowski. Niemeyer's a midfielder. Wortham. Of course, Murphy Hartman, the human vacuum cleaner. But Nick Hiller's team, I would not turn my back on this team, as Vibrance can't come up with it. And a good heads-up play there by Kokuzo. Now Hartman on the clear. This is what he does so well. Racing it right down the attack zone and gets it down low crease. Delarorio finds the promised land again. Well, Delarorio continues to get the job done. That is Hartman's 3rd point of the day, his 1st assist. Boulder Creek has won 16 of 26 face-offs in this game. And it's now 16-8 is our score. 16-8, fourth quarter action. I had to do a little stat checking there. Opportunity, Delarorio again, his fifth goal of the night. He has 7 points in total, and it's now 17-8. So we got another face-off. Well, tonight's game is being shot on the APN Sports elevated camera. If you're interested in game film, in situations like this where there's no elevated position like a stadium or a press box, give us a call at apnvideo.com. Our phone number is at our website. Go to apnvideo.com. If you need quality coaching film from an elevated spot, it goes higher than this, actually. We wanted a little bit more of an intimate look for this game, so we're only about halfway up. I think we got it about 12, maybe 12 to 15 feet high, but our elevated cameras go well over 20 feet. And if you're interested in game film, check us out at apnvideo.com. Right now it is 17-8. It is all Boulder Creek. They've scored 3 straight. We're in the fourth quarter. Excellent job, and a takeaway by Zach Krukowski, who we highlighted at the top of the broadcast. Now Murphy with a ground ball at midfield, and here come the Jaguars again, but they'll slow it down. And good hustle on that play. I mean, you know, you're down 17-8, and Brady Vibrance is playing this game as if it was the state championship and his life was on the line. Good hustle by Brady. That championship game last year, Mountain Ridge and Oro Valley, and if you go to our YouTube channel, APN Video, also my name, Jeff Lowry, APN Video, Jeff Lowry, we've got all the Arizona Lacrosse League games going back to 2013 when we started the game of the week. Check that 2014. But we go back even further for state championships. Here's Thomas. Did he get another one? He did. He has scored 3 in a row. He has 6 on the day in terms of goals. He's got 8 points, and it's 18-8. But last year, Brady Vibrance, a great game. It was a great championship game for the Division II, and we invite you to check it out. Another great game was the Notre Dame 10-9 victory over Brophy. That was a nail-biter right down to the end. So we had 2 great championship games, and we'll be at Corona del Sol High School this year for the championship, unless that venue changes between now and then. But we'll be there May 4th, and our Division I game should be a live streaming broadcast. You're watching the Arizona Lacrosse League on APN. Aiden shot no good off the face of a very busy Cole Hauser, the Mountain Ridge goalie, here tonight. Stay with us. At the conclusion of this game, we'll have our APN Sports Big Play of the Game. And we'll have interviews with the Boulder Creek team. Delarorio with 6 goals. He has 8 points to lead all scorers here tonight. It's been a big day for him. It's a very big day for Alex Harper, who has 5 goals. Boulder Creek up by 10. This is their biggest lead of the game. And the right-handed shot, Delarorio coming up empty-handed. He now has 29 goals. He has 9 assists and 36 points on the season after this big night against the Mountain Ridge Lions. Zahner has done a lot of the intangibles, number 11 for this team. Now checking in, Kyle Zansky. And Boulder Creek holding the possession here as they lead by 10 here in the fourth quarter. Halfway through quarter number 3. Good idea by Harper trying to get a cutting Thomas Delarorio, but couldn't quite connect, and Mountain Ridge is going to have it. I think we're going to get a hold here against Red. So that'll be a 30-second technical foul. And that'll put Mountain Ridge in a man-up situation as they restart at midfield, trailing by 10. Well, we thought you know, we really thought maybe this was going to be a little bit better of a game, you know, to be honest. This Mountain Ridge team's got a lot of talent. They have had some tough games. They beat Chaparral earlier in the year. We knew playoff implications on the line. I think this is going to be a tough loss for Mountain Ridge to kind of recover from, to be honest with you. But I think this really puts Boulder Creek in a great situation. Their remaining games, talking about the team in red, is against Pinnacle, Arcadia, and Chandler. And I don't mean to play, you know, Swami here and predict the future. But these are three very winnable games. Pinnacle's going to be tough. They've got some outstanding players, and they've got one of the best players maybe in the state in Victor Verbalitis. And they got a tenacious goalie and a couple of other standout players. And I think that's going to be a great game too. I think that might end up being a game that will decide positioning. But if you are a playoff team this year, or if you're a Brophy, you're a Chaparral, you're a Boulder Creek, Glendale might have the best chance of getting into that fourth spot because they own the tiebreaker with all the teams that are below them. And Glendale's remaining schedule is favorable. Those are probably going to be all wins for them. Nice save by Kokuzo. He's done a great job here tonight. Tried to get that quick outlet, but couldn't hook up with Nick Sullivan. But right now, Boulder Creek has got their sights on Glendale. That might be a tough task with the remaining schedule that Glendale has. It favors them. Here's Brady going to work. Nice pass. Good job. Unselfish play by Vibrance. Finds Lucas McMains, who has a hat trick, his third goal of the contest. And it is now a score of 18-9. But Boulder Creek, they have the tiebreaker. They have the tiebreaker with Chaparral. They have the tiebreaker with Brophy. So it's too complex to really get into all the scenarios. But right now, if Glendale is your fourth seed, 5 through 8 is going to be Brophy, Chaparral, Pinnacle, and Boulder Creek. And right now, I would say Boulder Creek looks like it's going to be the number 5 seed. For Mountain Ridge, even if they win out, they're going to drop to 3 and 5 here. And they still have Notre Dame to play, so most likely that'll be a loss. So probably the best that they could do would be to get to 6 and 6. And that could get you in that number 8 spot. You know, Brophy and Chaparral have not set the world on fire this year. It's been an unusual season for the Arizona Lacrosse League. They're two most successful franchises of all time, programs of all time, are collectively a game under 500. And that's never, I don't think that's happened. I don't know if that's ever happened. Chaparral's won 7 state championships, all-time leader. Brophy 5, second all-time. Desert Vista with 3. And no other team has won more than 1 outside of those 3 programs. The top 4 teams in the playoffs will host that quarter-final game. 1 through 4 will host that first-round game, which is the state quarterfinal. And then the top seed from there will host the semifinals. The championship will be on May 4th, most likely at Corona del Sol High School. Right here, it is 18-9 in favor of Boulder Creek. They have the ball. And still running their offense. This is Drew Kelly. Over to Armitage. Armitage has his 4th assist of the day. And Aiden has scored again. He's got a hat trick, and it's 19-9. What a night for that guy. So it's 19-9 as we wind down final minutes of this contest. Yeah, right now, I mean, if the playoffs, and of course the games aren't even, as Brady almost pulled the trigger there, still the ball carrier. Do you realize Brophy right now would be the 8th seed? Can you believe that? The Brophy Broncos would be number 8 at 4-5. And then you got Boulder Creek would be the 5th seed as of right now. They are 5-4. Pinnacle and Shap are 4-4. And again, Boulder Creek has the tiebreaker with Chaparral. Yeah. 19-9. You're going to get a slash here on Zach. And that'll be a 1-minute infraction. We've had quite a few penalties in this game. Of course, Boulder Creek will play Pinnacle later this week on Thursday. And that's it. The contest is over. And our final score here, 19-9. Stay with us. Our Arizona Lacrosse League. Big play of the week coming up. Boulder Creek wins it, 19-9. All right, so Boulder Creek with a big victory here tonight. Guys, this gets you in a good position for the playoffs. Let's start with your introductions first off.
I'm Murphy Hartman.
Zach Rakowski.
Aiden Shapinski.
Tommy Delaria.
Tommy, we'll start with you. Big night here. I know you had 6 goals, couple assists. What was working for you out there today?
We were just running our offense, what Coach Nick put out on the field for us. We played as a team and weren't playing selfish ball, and just helped that our defense was holding up on their game, and Zach Yakuza played a great night in that.
And then this win gets you over the 500 mark. I mean, this was really a big win, and this is a pretty good team over here.
Yeah, we're trying to make a push for playoffs right now. We want to do it for the first time since I've been here. It's going to be a big year for us.
Okay. What was working good out there for you?
I mean, again, I thought the defense played very well. We were able to stop the ball most of the time. Zach made plenty of saves, but on the offense, we just had good ball movement. Our offense was just working.
What do you guys think now? I mean, you're probably going to be in the playoffs. I mean, what's it going to take for this team to maybe go to a semifinal or the finals?
One thing we do need to work on are ground balls. I mean, that's like most of the goals for most teams. Just the fundamental is just catching and throwing, just little stuff like that.
Okay. And how confident are you guys that you can make it to the semifinals this year?
I think we're pretty confident if we just stay on our game and, keep playing how we're playing. I think we can make it there pretty easily.
Okay. And any last comments from you?
So far this season, just playing as a team's been a real goal. So fight for each other's team. We really love each other. We really fight for each other. So that's a huge advantage that we have for other schools that don't necessarily have that. So as long as we got that, how long we fight for each other, no guarantees that any team's gonna beat us. So.
Well, guys, it was a lot of fun. I've seen you once before this year in Corona, but tonight you guys were working on all 8 cylinders. Congratulations, and we'll see you down the road.
I appreciate it. Hey, go Jack.